Well, treating openings like I treat openings with white occasionally is not really advisable, and basically I spent 40 minutes to get a position where I think I am the one trying to equalize, which is annoying, but I think I solved most of my problems. I was also like I was balancing two desires today, because after yesterday, obviously well, half dead is a optimistic way of describing the way I feel today, and I was trying to combine this feeling that something less strenuous today wouldn't be bad, with the idea that that I have a limited amount of white games this tournament, and I might want to try something. So. In particular, after d3, d6, there's all kinds of ways of playing a boring game, but after knight a4, it might not be boring, but it might also not be very good for me. And I thought for like half an hour, and I still couldn't make myself play h3 and just play a completely dead position. But what I got is, in many cases, it could have gotten very sharp and potentially quite bad for me. After bishop b4, c3, Anish we were discussing this after the game. After bishop a5, I can sacrifice a piece by going queen b5 check, then take 3 pawns for the knight on a4, c6, queen takes c6, queen takes d6, queen takes e5 check. I can also play b4 after bishop a5, and after both queen d7 and bishop d7, there are all kinds of very messy positions I can go for. And after the move Anish made, queen d7, I thought I have to play b3. After bishop a5, for instance, I could play bishop g5 here, but I think queen c6 is very strong, bishop f6, gf6, and I am not... if I had 2 moves in this position, I think I would be doing quite well, but with 1 move, I don't think I'm in time to stabilize. So, all in all, I ended up, getting what I half wanted, a bit of a rest day after 7 and a bit hours yesterday. But maybe I could have done without being slightly worse with white.
Well, you mentioned the game of yesterday. I was just talking to Wei a minute ago, who was obviously very disappointed. You've had different fortunes so far. The first round, I think you were the one who were looking quite disappointed. And yesterday, an escape. Today, another draw. What's your verdict on the first 3 rounds?
Well, this is how my first ever Vike also went. I'm in my first ever visit here in '99. I think I drew my first 7 games. And by that point, I was going completely insane, and I'm black against Kramnik tomorrow, which is people were asking me all these questions, so I actually looked up my record here, and I think black against Kramnik. I always somehow get black against Kramnik here, and those games have not gone well for me. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. But in general, very difficult tournament, very hard to get going. And apart from today, I mean, the first 2 games I think were reasonably exciting, and we'll see how that goes from now on.
One final question. It's been 11 years since you were last here. How are you enjoying being back in Vaikansee?
Quite a bit, and what surprised me actually was I generally sort of suffer from a reasonably severe case of topographical cretinism, and I get lost everywhere. But here I was actually able to remember how to get from place to place, and could even remember some of my favorite restaurants. And you would think it's pretty easy. People are saying it's a small town. You have no idea how small a place it can be where I get completely lost. So it seems like Vike has imprinted itself quite seriously on my mind over those years. I didn't really appreciate how much until I finally got back. So no, I'm enjoying my time here. Chess, as expected, is going difficult, but apart from that, it's great.
Well, we're very glad to have you back, and best of luck with your game tomorrow.
Sure, thank you.